Thank you very much for tuning in to John Michael's Adventures here. We're now pouring the dining room table. Pouring the dining room table. So as you can see here, in previous videos we made a whole bunch of rebar, and we will never be able to see this rebar again because it's going to be entirely cast in concrete. And here we are now pouring we poured most of the base now just now, and then we are now working on well, what is going to be the top here shortly. But now, there's still that part, which is what we're pouring now, which is the very, very solid block of, I wonder how many, in cubic meters, how much concrete it actually is. I don't know. I'm not some sort of guy that does all kind of calculations, but I do know that this is heavy duty. This is heavy duty, and this should be just a little bit too overkill. That's what I'm, hoping to. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll fall down. We'll pick it up. But another guy's going to say, "Oh, you can't do that." I'm going to say, "Watch me." All right. So as you can see, we are pouring the remainder, almost the remainder, and we're almost at the tabletop right now. So that'll be a whole bunch of fun here when we are almost at the tabletop, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But for now, it's still the pedestal, I guess you'd call it. So we're still pouring the pedestal, and then we're going to get onto the tabletop as soon as that concrete touches the top there. We'll be having a whole bunch of fun. But for now, it's a little bit stressful. So we are not going to stress too much, but we are going to, be cautious. That's certainly what we're going to do. And the pedestal is still, still get a bunch of concrete here before the pedestal. We are mixing by hand. Yeah. As you can see, we're mixing by hand. So we do have a, cement mixer, but I guess it was not enough of a batch to mix in the cement mixer. So we are mixing by hand. And it'll be a whole bunch of fun here as soon as we can get past that pedestal. But for now, it's a little bit stressful, I do have to admit. So, but when it's after that pedestal is done, it'll be all right. So, just making sure things. This would be a good time to have a concrete vibrator, but I sold my concrete vibrator. I used it for the building, and then I sold it back to the guy. Whatever. I guess it'll be okay. It's not going to go anywhere soon, but you can rest assured that these concrete pillars here for the house were all vibrated, all of them. And I made sure they were. And sometimes my workers were a little bit lazy and they didn't want to, but I said, no, it's going to vibrate. And we should vibrate right now, I admit. This is a case where vibration would be preferred. Certainly preferable, or whatever, preferable, whichever one you want to use in that grammar. I'm not a grammar expert, but I do know what I like, and that's heavy-duty stuff. I like heavy-duty stuff here, and I like making videos about heavy-duty stuff, and I would prefer if there was more viewers, but if there's not, well, that's okay too, because, basically that's, these videos are just basically for me to enjoy. And sometimes I watch them without the audio because I can't listen to the audio when I'm in my class. So I just basically watch the video, and that's using up all the space on the servers of YouTube. But that's all right because that's a big culprit. But we are not violating any kind of community guidelines. We are all taking our prescribed dose of whatever they want to, feed us down our throats all the time, and we accept all their narratives without any questions over here. This is, of course, what we do, and we are community guidelines friendly here on John Michael's Adventures. Thank you. Of course, I'm joking, man. I'm joking. It's just kidding. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, here we are now having a whole bunch of fun here, almost at the end of the pedestal. And you see here. See on the bottom here. Now everything's actually okay here. There's no cement mixing here. Leaking. There's no leaking, so everything's okay. All right. I think that's okay. Yeah. All right. What's going on here? So it's out of focus here. What's going on? There you go. Alright, so we are almost done the pedestal. Almost on the pedestal. So we can start having a whole bunch of fun a little bit later, but for now it's still stressful. We're still doing the pedestal. Still doing the pedestal. But we are almost done the pedestal. So almost done the pedestal, which is good. Yeah. So I guess I'll make another video. I guess we'll stop there, and then we'll wait a little bit later when the pedestal's almost done. Or should I keep going? I don't know. Well, that's the question of the day. Should I, cancel the video, or should I just keep rolling? I'm not sure. I do know that it's stressful. It's stressful right now. It's stressful. This is anything could happen. Anything could happen. We just got to keep a hopeful spirit here. Hopeful spirit is what we're going to keep. And then, when the tabletop is getting poured, then we can start to relax a little bit and having a whole bunch of fun. Right, so it looks like the pedestal is pretty much poured. So I guess we'll take a break and we'll come back later when we're pouring the tabletop. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.